Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning and if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel. I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And today I'm actually sharing with you the results of an experiment that I did with the Crossroads buy-sell trade store. So I actually tried their sell by mail option for the first time, and I documented my end-to-end process. So if you want to see how it works and what my results were, definitely stick around. So I wanted to try this because I'm primarily, like I said, I sell online, different reseller platforms, marketplaces, but I find that from time to time, I need to clear out stale inventory or things that are just not selling. I don't like to let things sit here for more than, I would say, like a year. Like, that's really pushing it. And so when it's time for me to move items out, a lot of times I use ThredUp for women's clothing and children's clothing. I sometimes take to buy, sell, trade stores. But for men's clothing, there really are not a lot of good options for me to alternatively move this stuff. Yes, I could take this stuff to my local buy, sell, trade stores, but what I have found in the past is that it takes a lot of time. I'm a mother of two young children, very young, under the age of 3. And I just, to pack up a bag, take it to buy, sell, trade, stand around, wait for them to, process it with my 2 little ones, only to have them buy like none of it. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for me. And so I do prefer the mail-in options. So if you're not familiar, Crossroads is a buy, sell, trade store, and they have many physical locations across the United States. They have, they're pretty prominent in California, the Pacific Northwest. They do have some Midwest and East Coast stores, but here in the South, I see that there's some in Texas, but I live in Georgia, and there's none in Georgia, and really not anywhere close to me. It's just not regionally. It's not here. We have Uptown Cheapskate and Plato's and things like that, but not this. This is the only buy, sell, trade store I know of that offers a sell by mail option. So I wanted to try it with some of my men's clothing. So what I'm going to do today is go end to end with you. I'll show you what requesting a bag looks like, what it looks like when it comes in. I'll show you what I'm sending to them, which is a lot of stuff that I've had for a while and it's just not selling and I want to clear it out. And then at the very end, I'll give you my results. I actually have the bag back and I've received my payout. So I'll talk about what that looked like, how long it took, and all of that, in hopes that, if you were thinking of using this as an option, maybe it helps you kind of see what mine did as an example, so that if you were thinking about doing this, you get a better idea of what to expect. I know it can be scary to just like put stuff in a bag and send it off to La La Land. So if you like reseller content though, certainly consider subscribing to my channel. This is not necessarily the type of video I always do. I usually do like unboxing videos, and what sold updates, and just like showing you what's coming into my business and what's going out of my business in the way of sales. But I don't really talk as much about what I do with this stuff after I've just kind of decided it's not going to sell. So I'd love to see you in a future video if that interests you. Hit that like button if you could. That certainly helps out the channel. And let me know in the comments down below if you have ever tried this. I know I heard of this because several of you had commented suggesting that I try this. So if you've tried it, let me have some details with your experience. Let's share with one another how it's gone for us, so that everybody can kind of decide if this is a good option for them. Okay, so first and foremost, I had to go to the Crossroads website and request a bag. So I'm going to pop it up on my screen. I'll also link down below the website. If you want to do it for yourself, it's linked down below. You can see. But basically, step 1 is to request a bag. And when you request a bag, you simply just fill out, your name and all of that information, your address, everything that, normal you would need to have something shipped to you. You have to accept their terms of service, and then it takes you to the next step. From here, you get to decide cash or trade. So if you have a Crossroads local to you, it might be better off if you want to, accept the trade-in credit. I don't have a Crossroads here, and so I'm going to accept the 30% payout via Zelle. Now, if you don't have Zelle, you do have to sign up for Zelle or link your Zelle to this. That's the only way to get a cash payout. I guess if you do live somewhere where Crossroads is local, I don't really know why you would want to mail this stuff in. I guess if you you don't want to stand around waiting and you want the credit for future use, but you don't want to like stay in the store to trade in and you want to just go shopping when it's convenient for you, you could do this. There's no fee to send this in. There's no fee to request a bag. I'll talk about that in a minute. For those of us that do not have a Crossroads local to us, your option is a cash payout via Zelle. Then you have the option to either donate your unsold items or have them returned to you. When I send stuff to ThredUp, I'm usually only sending them things that I don't want back. If they don't accept it, I was going to donate it anyway because it's stale inventory for me and there's no need for it to come back. And so this one time, so I got like a full scope of the entire process, I did request my unsold items to come back to me, which I'll show you in a minute. Just know it is $18 for them to return the items to you. So if you want the items back that didn't sell, it's $18. Or you can elect to just have them donated, and then there's no fee if you want to do it that way. If you select you have to select if it's your first time selling, yes or no. I don't really know what the difference is. I don't remember having to fill out anything specific. If I said yes, I would have said yes. And then you can select up to 4 bags. Just know if you do select the return option, it's going to be $18 per bag. It's not that you pay $18 for up to 4 bags. They will charge you per bag if there's items in each bag that get returned to you. So once I've filled all of this out, I am going to click request bag. And now it's in their hands. So shortly after I ordered my bag, I received this confirmation in my email. And this one explains the process a little more. It says it takes approximately 35 business days from the time they send the bag to the time the payment is received. I would say mine was right in line with that. It takes about 10 to 15 business days to get the bag, which again, I think it was about 10 days from the day I ordered mine. I don't remember what day I went to my mailbox and got it, but it was about roughly 10 days. And then it gives you sort of a guide about what to send in, which is pretty on par with any other buy, sell, trade store you would take to. It gives you brands they like, brands they don't take, things that you should not send in. And there actually is a full like guide to what they accept, what to send in that goes more in depth on the website if you want to see it. So what I'm going to do now is I actually recorded when I was packing up the bag to show you what I was sending to them. So I will show you that next. And then after you see what I actually sent to them, I'll come back and I will show you the results. So here's the bag itself. And I actually put all the stuff in the bag already just so I could make sure everything I was going to show you fit in the bag before I showed you what I was sending. It is very similar in size, if not the exact same size as a ThredUp bag. If you've ever ordered a bag to send your ThredUp items in, very similar. Everything that I was intending to fit did fit in here. So, and the label is UPS. So if you are sending this, just be mindful. It does go to UPS, and UPS, you can usually schedule a pickup, or you can drop it off at a UPS store. I'll let you know up front, the label does say it's for 6 pounds, and my bag, I just weighed it, is actually a little over 12 pounds. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there, if they pay the over shipping cost or what. I'll keep you updated on that. So let me take everything out of the bag and I'll show you what I'm sending so that once I actually get the results back, we know what they actually accepted. I tried to only put stuff that is in season right now. So this is mostly, I tried to put stuff that's really only in season right now. So most of it, if not all of it, is more summer oriented stuff or seasonless stuff. So here's what I've got here. I've got these BP shorts. They are elastic waist men's shorts. I've got 2 pair. These are a size extra large and these are a size large. These have been getting no interest in my closet, and I want to take advantage of getting them out of here during peak season when somebody might actually accept them. I guess that's the story with all of this stuff. I've got the Flag and Anthem. This one has fish print. It's still in the package. I'm going to send it in the package just like this. A lot of this stuff came from, if you remember, I did that Stitch Fix. I don't think it was called Stitch Fix. They can't use that name. But I did, it was a box from Boutique by the Box. It did horrible. I couldn't sell any of it. I still haven't sold any of it. So I'm going to see how it does. Most of this stuff is from that same box. This one is the brand District in Row. It's a button-down shirt, new with tag. This is navy blue, size medium slim. This is the brand Costa Oro, short sleeve casual button-down. It's got little flowers on it, flower shirt. Thought that is appropriate for the season. These are kind of seasonless, I would say. They're like chino khaki pants. I guess the color might be more fall color, but you know what? I'm going to send them anyway because I'm sending most of the stuff that I have left from that mystery box. These are the brand Flag and Anthem, size 29 by 32. This is a t-shirt. So it's like a long sleeve hooded shirt, but it's like a t-shirt. It's very thin. So I figured this was more seasonless. This is also Flag and Anthem, size small, new with tag. I think everything I'm sending is new with tag. Here's another, yeah, this is just a hooded t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt. This one's blue. Also Flag and Anthem, size medium. And again, I have like zero expectations for this stuff. I can't send it to ThredUp. My buy sell trade store, I mean, I guess I took a few of these things to buy sell trade. They just didn't take it. So my local buy sell trade store. So my next step, so my options really let it sit here or try this. And like I said, I did set it so that I can get the stuff back if it doesn't sell. You know, that way it's a lot less of a risk. And I did pay a little bit for that, but you know, I guess we'll see what happens. This one is a short sleeve Henley shirt, Flag and Anthem, size medium. This one's also Flag and Anthem, size medium. I got two of these. So this is a button down long sleeve shirt. This one's still in the package, but it's the same shirt. So I'm just going to send them both. Got all these shorts. I did take these shorts to buy sell trade. They did not want them. These are, the brand is Jachs, Jachs. They're the bleaker short. These are a 32. These have little fireworks on them. These have pineapples. These are all the same brand. More pineapples, more pineapples, more fireworks. And then these have surfboards. Surfboards with people on them. Then I have the original penguin tops, the button downs. I don't know, maybe it's the pattern. I've done okay with this brand in the past when I found it, especially new with tag. So I'm a little confused about that, but I've got two of those. They're the same. They're both medium. One's still in the packaging. I've got the Silver Jeans Co. This one's got palm trees. Again, great for the season. Not sure why I really couldn't get it to sell. And I guess my other option was to just let it sit here and wait until summer was over, but then I have to wait until next summer to be able to send it in. So I figured I was going to cut my losses. And then this one's Ben Sherman. It's got a print on there as well. This one actually feels like it might be linen. What is this? Not that it matters now, but no, it's 100% cotton. Anyway, I've got 2 shirts from the brands Threads for Thought. They're both new with tag. These didn't have any interest either. This is an extra small, so I'm sure that didn't help either. And then the last thing are these Ted Baker shorts. I've had these for no joke like 3 years. They are new with tag, Ted Baker, size 38. $165 price tag. I got these from Boutique by the Box like 3 years ago. I can't sell them to save my life. Hopefully Crossroads will take them. So I'm going to package this stuff up. I'm going to take it to UPS. I'm going to get it out of here. And once I have results, I will, I'll come back and I'll talk about what they actually accepted. And we could see if they want any of this stuff. I did receive an email once they received my bag back. I think if I remember correctly, it did take them a little while to actually receive the bag and let me know that they received it. I would say in comparison to ThredUp, I'm sure it was the slowest possible shipping. That makes sense. I mean, there was no cost for me to ship it. So I imagine they were using like the slowest option, which is okay. So they did give me the confirmation email that they got the bag. And then all I really could do from then is wait. And then all of a sudden, a few weeks later, I got a random like email that my credit card had been charged $18. So that was my indication that they had sent something back to me. So from there, so I got the email saying they charged me $18. I think it was the next day or maybe like 48 hours later, I received an email saying that they paid me out $112.50 via Zelle. So they did send me $112.50. So, but there's nothing that says like which items they took and which items they did not take. So I'm like, okay. And then I got another email the next day or the day after that showed my tracking number for the bag that was coming back to me. And it did say it weighed 4 pounds. So I knew there was some stuff coming back to me. I actually do have the bag right here that I got back. I'm going to open it up and show you guys what they sent back. I did not open it yet, so I'm very interested to see what they did not accept. But as you saw, I definitely sent them much more than what's in here. So I initially sent them 23 items with a payout of $112.50. Let's go ahead and see what came in the bag and let's go ahead and see what came back to me. And then I should be able to determine what items they accepted because I kept track of everything that was in that first bag. All right, I am opening her up now and I'm just gonna pull out what's in here. Okay, let's see. This is the District and Row Slim Fit shirt. I've got the Made Flex. Okay, so this is the hooded t-shirt. Here's the other hooded t-shirt. I've got the pair of khaki pants. These are size 29. And the two, it looks like the Threads for Thought. Threads for Thought. Polo shirts. Okay, so how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they took 17 out of my 23 items. So if I take my $112.50 minus 18, $94.50 would have been my payout for 17 items. So that's a payout of $5.56 per item. I mean, majority of the stuff that I sent in, my cost per piece on average of the stuff that they accepted was $8.68. So I made $5.55. I paid $8.68. So I didn't necessarily profit. I didn't profit. If you want to look at it from a cost of goods versus like actual payout, I lost a little bit of money. However, this stuff has been sitting in my inventory for almost a year. It's had absolutely no interest on reseller platforms, and I continue to spend time sharing the items, delisting and relisting. I continue to let them take up space in my inventory. So for me to be able to recoup this amount of money when the next step or the next option would have been to just donate the stuff, I think that this was a pretty good a pretty good solution considering the other options that I would have had for this stuff. So I really hope you found this helpful. Like I said, if this was just me trying an experiment, I definitely am going to try again. I might try with women's clothes. It looks like everything that came back to me was like, I guess except for the Threads for Thought polos, but like all the long sleeve stuff came back, and the green khakis, they took, it looks like everything that was like summery, all the shorts, all the floral printed shirts. So I think that it was just a matter of season. I may actually try to send back this other stuff in another bag. I have a whole thing of men's fall items that I'm waiting to send in. I want, the summer was past us. I didn't want to lose the opportunity to send that in, which is why, a month ago, 6 weeks ago, I sent that stuff in. But I am probably by mid-August, I would say, or by the end of August at the very latest, I plan to send them a fall and winter bag, or maybe even two, so that I can get rid of some more men's stuff. I probably will stick this stuff in there with it. So again, if you want to order one of these, I have it linked down below. It was really simple to get a bag. It was the process itself was very simple end to end. And I do think I would absolutely do it again. I plan to do it again. So like I said, I hope you found this helpful. Make sure you subscribe if you like content like this, or just reseller tips in general. Hit that like button if you could. Don't forget to comment and let me know if you've tried this and what your results were. And that is it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.